So good morning. Funny thing just happened. Huntington's disease Todd here. I was just making a video a minute ago and I recorded it. So very nice. And when it was done, I realized I had not turned on my microphone. So we discarded that and we're going to start over. This is again, I'm making some videos for Huntington's Awareness Month. And as usual, Huntington's disease, you never know what the heck's going to happen. So I recorded a video for about 9 minutes, which was too long anyway. And it was good though, but I messed up the video, so I don't really know how to fix that. So I just deleted it. I have a new video monitor. I have an audio. The audio I have now is something I can pin on and listen. A microphone. I'm trying to be professional, and it's very hard. So good luck there. At least we can laugh for a minute. This stuff is not funny sometimes, though, I'll be honest with you. But what I was noticing today in my walk, and I'm going to talk about the physiological part of this for a second. That's a word that's very hard for me to say. And I'm going to put a little timer on this to try to remind me when I get close to about 5 or 6 minutes. That's about all you could tolerate of me. May is Huntington's Awareness Month. I am Todd, and I have it. Unfortunately, I'm found out when I was 52, and now I'm 62. But when I was walking today, I noticed that my gait is getting a little more, tough. It's getting a little harder when I walk. Just walking sounds like it's a normal thing, but your brain processes things differently when you have this wonderful, wonderful disease, Huntington. So it doesn't just affect your memory. It doesn't just affect your attitude. It doesn't just affect, how you feel and how you look and how you maintain yourself, but it also affects how you walk and that. And I've also noticed I've started having a little bit more trouble in my left hand. And sometimes I can just throw things across the room almost when I try to pick things up, especially getting into my medicine cabinet. I don't usually go throughout a week without dropping the pills a few times. So that's just part of the struggle of it all. But I was wanting to share some of those day-to-day things that are happening too, some of the changes that are changing, not only mentally, but Huntington's disease affects the mind in so many different ways that, again, you just don't know what's going to happen from one day to the next. But I was walking today. Again, I was just thinking about the things that are changing and have been changing. So I got all that nice video done a minute ago, and then come to find out that I never had hit the record button. Again, something else, that happens. I talked a little bit about the mental part of it. Saying, I'm losing my memory, but I'm not really losing my memory. For all reality, I'm losing my mind. And, comparing it to a puzzle piece, I'm losing, I could lose a piece of the puzzle anytime, anywhere in my brain. So it's not like a thing that just happens, methodically and straight down the line, but it just happens whenever it wants to. So, and also I was going to talk a little bit about my focus right now is more on a single item type of a thing. So, for example, a lot of people, and everybody does it every day. You could do, 5 things at once and, think about all those things. I can't do that so much now. I'm down to what I would say is about a one thing a time person. So if I'm watching my phone and Wendy comes in the room, well, I'll have to pause the phone if I really want to give her my attention. So when your loved one starts, maybe seems like they're not paying attention to you, what you really need to do is just slow down a little bit, make sure they can focus on the thing that it's hard for us to do the TV, watching TV, do a phone, and do a wife all at the same time. So a spouse, I should say, because we're all, we all have different people that are going through this. But it's not about the spouse. And I wanted to reiterate that, what's happening with my brain that controls all these functions is it also doesn't have the same concern or care or compassion that it used to. I used to be a very compassionate person. I always was thinking of other people's feelings, always, concerned about how others were, perceiving me. I don't feel that way now. And it's nothing that I can do about it. And there's nothing you can do about it. As a spouse, you can't change your spouse and they can't change for you. Some of the decisions we make along the way on this disease are not always the best decisions because our brain starts just working differently. But just wanted you to know that when you get to that point with your spouse, it's important to just focus on one thing at a time if you can. And even if that means you got to shut the TV off for a while or take the phone away from them or whatever it may be, that's what you need to do. Get them to focus on one thing so that you could, be in that moment together, possibly. Now, I'm not going to even go near saying that this disease affects everyone the same, because it doesn't. It affects everyone differently. I'm currently in a stage where, if I was on a scale of 1 to 10, I might say I'm in the probably the 1 or 2 category, maybe, because I am starting to have memory issues that are affecting, just the daily things that I do, as far as when I'm trying to work on a project. If I set something down, I can forget where I put it, that kind of thing. It's frustrating. And then I'll have no memory. I could set a screwdriver down, for example, while I'm working on something, and then I could totally forget where I put the screwdriver down. So I'm getting kind of to where I wanted to end this video. And I just, again, wanted to say I'm Huntington's Disease Todd at YouTube. My name and my titles of my videos are the same. If you would like it, share it, become a subscriber, make comments, share it with people that especially have Huntington's disease. And again, it's Huntington's Awareness Month, and I'm coming out of the shadows and just trying to share a little bit about what's happening with me personally. Okay, this is Huntington's Disease Todd. Thank you.